Haunted space station.
Stop it. Stop saying haunted space station. That's such a mean way to start the episode.
We were going to do behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But we decided not to.
Behind the
Why
scenes,
are you looking
what?
at? Like, we were going to start recording the episode.
We have started recording. This is
recording. But we were going to do record it before we'd actually started, so people could see what it was like.
Oh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You've made me really stressed because you're whispering things and making me feel afraid.
I didn't whisper anything.
We were talking about ghosts earlier as well, so you made me stressed. Okay.
What do you think was said?
You said haunted space station.
Not me. Welcome to a new episode of Why is Harriet Crying? And this is Harriet Kemsley, and this is Pierre Novellie.
You just point.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's an audio podcast. Not very many people actually watch it.
It was such a slow point as well.
Pierre, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
You've really taken charge. I like this.
I'm worried. I don't know why. I'm already feeling anxious at having taken charge.
No, you didn't seem like you did. Keep going. What's next? You're doing so well. Keep going.
Pierre's a Twitch streamer and a comedian. Do you like being called a Twitch streamer?
It's not an insult.
No, it is. I thought it was.
Is that insulting?
He's not primarily a Twitch streamer.
It's not my main thing.
He's primarily a comedian.
Yeah.
But he started doing a Twitch stream that I watched, and it was a very sort of what are those strategy games.
Were you watching when did you watch it recently?
I watched one where you were a prince and you were being chased around a castle.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. That's so nice.
Age of Empires mission.
Who was chasing you?
The enemy.
But how does that resolve itself? Because the enemy kept winning.
I won
Who's the
eventually.
enemy?
It was just very fiddly. The enemy in this scenario?
Yeah.
It was a West African prince called Sunjata.
Yeah.
Who was trying to get his throne back. He was a real guy in history.
Really?
You're playing a historical mission. Yeah.
Oh my
Harriet's
God.
thinking of Twitch streaming.
I'm not thinking of Twitch streaming. I'd be so bad. I think it would just make everyone really cross.
Harriet's going to play horror games.
Oh, no, I can't. It makes me so stressed, the thought of it.
Hands loom out of the darkness.
Oh my God, I couldn't do it. I'd just get so scared. I feel very scared already. Did you beat the prince?
I saved him. I was trying to help him.
You helped him and you ran away from him.
No.
There's two princes.
No.
What?
The prince was running away from the enemy.
You should have
the enemy's
guessed.
chasing. We got to get him. So I helped him.
Can I watch a Twitch stream of you, Pierre, teaching Harriet how to play this game?
Yes. That would be fun. Can I watch a Twitch stream? I think you would, even if you didn't want to play horror games, I'd like to watch you play like LA Noire or something where you have to like solve murders.
Oh my God. I
So
played one where I got out the car and then I was near a roller coaster and then I just kept walking into the wall and Sean was getting so cross. Do you remember, were you
What
there?
game
Well,
was
that was
that?
when we were in Edinburgh when there was a,
Got out of a car?
It got out of a car and then there was a roller skate. GTA. GTA. What's that?
Yeah.
Grand
Theft Auto.
Theft Auto. And then I just kept walking into the wall and I was getting really stressed. And then it was quite scary. What was happening that was scary?
Police were chasing you.
Shooting you?
Nothing. Elliot said nothing. The police were coming. The police kept coming.
All right.
Oh my God. It was so stressful.
Blood pressure rising.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I never want to live through that again.
This is funny
It was
though. I would
so
watch that.
horrible.
I think it'd be a short-lived thing, but I would definitely watch it.
Well, maybe I'll do
you'd
that
get good at it
if the
after a
club's
while.
shut again.
There's
Yeah.
a combo where you're playing,
Yeah.
but you have to do what she says. So she's like the mind.
I'm the boss.
She's the mind, and you're
Yes,
forced
I'm
to.
Oh, I know. You can
brains.
watch me play City Skylines.
Can't think of anything worse. Oh my God. What's the
Why?
one where you just move cranes around? Is that one?
Sort of. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Snails into one. What is the one where you drive a lorry?
You're a truck simulator.
No, I was playing Farm Simulator.
Right.
When he was really stressed.
Yeah.
No, that was it was really fun. But it's very soothing. Yeah. But I can't. I was thinking about investing in the
lorry.
the full controller setup.
Yeah.
With the
Oh, you'd never get a girlfriend ever
with the controls for a
again.
combine
Never.
harvester and the foot pedals and everything.
At what point would you consider becoming a farm labourer?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
why
actually
didn't you
want to
just
be
do
on a
it?
farm.
I've driven a combine harvester before. What?
Go on.
That was it.
That was
the
it?
whole story. Yeah.
Where? When?
On the farm.
On your dad's farm?
Nothing
Well, he
went.
doesn't have
Nothing
a
went
farm
amiss.
anymore,
Yeah,
but
what-
yeah. There's no. That was the whole story.
What does he
What, are
farm?
you jealous? Sorry, you're so jealous.
What does he
that I've driven-
farm?
He used to farm, but he doesn't anymore. But it was like wheat and stuff.
Did he fuck up the farm?
No, I think I thought I was driving, and actually I wasn't driving. It's like,
Okay.
oh no, as a kid, and then everyone says you're driving, but I think
Well,
I wasn't really
A
driving.
lot of those things are now driven by satellite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they just sit in it, don't they, the lads?
just to make sure it doesn't
don't
explode.
know.
Doesn't
I don't
explode.
know.
And it's all done for them. Something worth thinking about.
You should go and work on a farm, though. I think maybe
I don't want to work on a farm.
you just want to pretend that you're working on a farm.
It's probably less relaxing in real life.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? It's like a tough way.
Yeah.
On YouTube, I watch a lot of farmers, and there's like lads really struggling to make their duck farm work out.
That's no me. Don't
I just
laugh.
realised how stupid that sounds. Just realised that they've made a bad choice.
I was already processing the surprise that you watch. On YouTube, I watch a lot of farmers.
Yeah.
I guess there is a farming YouTube.
This guy just going around going like, oh, these ducks.
It's hard to move ducks around, though.
It's very hard to move ducks around.
It's hard to move them because they don't go the way you think they're going to go. They go the opposite way. It is really hard.
Do you know about ducks?
Yeah, my
Oh,
dad's
fair
got
play.
ducks, and then I had to walk the ducks because you have to walk them to a different pond, and it is absolute chaos.
How are you supposed to walk ducks?
Well, that's the thing. You have to walk them, then you
spook
go
them in a
this way,
direction.
and then they go the other way, and then you have to chase
You've got
the
geese
ducks.
as well, haven't you?
Yeah, but they just came, but they're very violent actually.
Didn't you grow up in the countryside, Pierre?
Yeah.
You know about ducks, yeah?
A little bit. I know
Never
that
walked a
animals are
duck.
idiots that are not to be trusted.
Disagree. They're very smart, and actually,
You just said it was impossible to convince them to move to a new pond
yeah, because they're so confident about where they want to go.
because they're doofuses.
No, because I completely disagree. Anybody that says that animals aren't smart, I completely disagree. I think
What
they're
kind of
actually very
statement is
smart.
that? What?
Well, because people keep saying to me, animals don't have feelings, they don't know anything.
No one says that. No one said that.
Okay, maybe
They have
not
strong.
this
They have
time.
strong pond-based feelings. Yeah.
No, but I think they know what they're doing. That's what I'm saying.
No, dogs will like avoid eating their medicine. They'll like hide a pill and some cheese, and they eat round it. It's like if they were smart, they'd take their fucking.
How do
Eat
you
their own
know?
vomit as
Maybe
well?
that medicine is making them sick in the long run. We
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
This is
We don't.
anti-vaxxer.
Or like
I'm not an anti-vax. I'm just saying
Like
they
dogs-
know more than we think.
dogs benefit from worms in the long run
Once I
because they have a
was
team now. They have staff.
once I was asleep and I missed my alarm to go and get a Eurostar to Paris. It was 6 a.m,
Right.
and my
Right.
cat woke me up by tapping me on the face.
Right.
Because it was hungry, probably, or-
6:20 in the morning,
'Cause it was hungry?
and then I woke up and I knew that I had to go and get the train. And
Okay.
if she hadn't have done that, I would have missed the
Was that
train.
because the cat went? Here's your train.
She didn't say any words.
Holiday to
she,
France.
she didn't say any words, but she
Right.
woke me up, and otherwise I would have missed it.
Did she? Was that the first time she'd ever woken you up like that?
No.
Right.
It was the first
So-
time at the time that I needed to go
First time
in
it was
order
the time.
to get
For
to
the first
train.
time, she was correct to wake you up at that
Right.
point. Okay.
So what you're saying is the cat that tapped me on the face every day at 6:20 was right at one point to do that.
So it wasn't always at 6:20. It was at other times as well, but that particular.
Oh, it was at random times as well. It was completely random times and once.
6:20. And I did get the train.
So if your cat
So-
tapped you on the face today at say 5 p.m,
No,
would
she
you
did-
think, well,
she
I have
did-
a
she
train.
did
I
this
must
morning,
be on the train.
But it was at a different
You
time.
immediately sit bolt upright and go to the Eurostar.
No, because I didn't need to get the Eurostar
You
today.
didn't, did you?
So I didn't get up. I just stayed in bed and I said, get off.
Oh.
But that time, she was right.
Don't you worry that your cat actually knows that there are things out there you should really be doing, and by ignoring it every day,
She's telling me something
imagine
every
what
day, a
you've
different
missed.
thing.
Yeah, imagine what you've missed.
Oh my God, what have I missed? What was
We're
it this
quite a lot-
morning?
What?
Every day your cat's going, your receipts.
Yeah.
File
My
your
cat doesn't
receipts."
speak like that, Pierre. My cat has a very sweet voice. What would you imagine? She's probably like,
I've never even
Hey.
imagined your cat's voice, but that
she
seems
is probably
accurate.
Yeah.
very sassy and she's very fun. but
She's very
kind.
weak. She's so
She's
weedy
not
and
weak.
weak.
She's not
She's
weedy and weak.
constantly
Oh
ill.
my God.
She's constantly
Yes,
ill,
she
losing
has-
You
weight.
don't give her medicine.
She
You
has
think
like-
she knows
No.
Don't
best.
give her medicine,
No,
and you
she
feed her the
has-
finest organic lamb, and she's still complaining.
She's
Oh,
on
I remember
rabbit
the
now.
lamb
She's
cat.
on rabbit
Yeah.
now.
She's on rabbit now.
Yeah,
What
she
Right.
has
rabbit?
IBS for cats. So she's
IBS
very
for
sick.
now for cats.
She's very sick. It's the cat version
Have you tried
of
IBS? No.
Fucking chaos, this one.
For cats.
No,
So she just has to continue.
it's very stressful. So now we have to get rabbit delivered in a freezer box every 3 weeks.
What, a whole
What?
fucking rabbit?
No, they put it in pouches. But
for cats,
for
not just-
cats, yeah, rabbit for cats.
Stop saying everything's for cats. We know who it's for.
It's not for humans,
Your
is
cat's
it?
got IBS and it eats rabbit. It hasn't
Yeah,
got IBS for cats and eats
Well,
rabbit
it's
for
not human
cats.
IBS. She's a cat. So
Yes, but
there's
it's
4 cats.
IBS.
It'd be devastating if it was human IBS.
Shitting like a human.
If you saw human-sized dumps coming out of your cat, you'd have more questions than the Eurostar.
She was very ill, and we're very lucky that she's better. So everybody
Where
should
does
be
your cat
relieved.
shit?
In her box, she has a litter
Oh,
box.
she doesn't go outside.
No, because she gets in fights with the other cats.
Because they're like, you have IBS.
Bullying her.
You stink of
her
rabbit.
IBS.
This is the thing about
Yeah.
Harriet's cat. She thinks the cat is being bullied, but it's actively going outside to start fights with other cats.
She
Right,
does. She
okay.
And I
starts
think
the
it's good
fights
for her to
be
get
fed.
into these fights. But
Yeah.
Harriet's saying, no, it's
Well, because she gets all scratched up because she's smaller than them, but she thinks she's bigger.
great. Good for that cat.
No, but then she gets in a fight and then she gets like.
Yeah, but that's because
attacked.
every time you go into a new scenario, you have
Yeah.
to find the biggest cat, fuck
Yeah.
it up, and then come home.
Is that true? Is that what you
Just
do?
so it just shows everyone what's.
If you first day of cat,
Elliot just doesn't believe that you do that.
first day of cat prison.
yeah.
I
First day
once-
of anything.
I once saw a fox nearly get a cat.
Really?
In London, yeah. There's a cat on a you know like generic London suburbs. They've got like low brick walls outside the front like mini
Yes.
garden.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
There's a cat just chilling on one of the tops of those little brick walls.
Had
like
no idea
waist
what was
high.
about to happen.
Cash is there, just
Yeah.
and I saw prowling like you know when
Oh
animals have
my
their
God.
shoulders up and
Yeah.
they move like this,
Yeah.
and it was so close. It nearly fucking got it as well. It was just at the last second as it like leapt up onto the wall to get the fucking cat. The cat went Jesus and
What, like
just,
in the daytime?
yeah,
Daytime.
middle of the day.
Fuck,
Because
I didn't know
foxes
they
aren't
killed
supposed to be
cats.
out in the day, are they? Really? But they're-
Yeah, and it was a
but
proper like
recently they've been-
grubby looking urban fox.
Real
you know,
street
covered in
fox.
soot.
Yeah.
Foxes are from the dog family of animals, aren't they?
Technically, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense. The natural order of things.
Well, definitely. I mean, they'll eat whatever. They're predators.
I got stalked by a fox once, and it was really scary.
What did it say?
It didn't say anything. It probably did.
It was just trying to tell you about another train journey.
It wasn't. I was locked out of the
All
house.
these animals trying to help you.
You're like a Disney princess for trains. Birds come.
trying to
like a
help
Roald
me.
Dahl
It
story.
was, no, it kept jumping up on a wall and peering over and then jumping down again.
And now
then
you
every
think that was
time I
aimed at you.
turned away, I looked round and it had jumped up again. And then as soon as I looked, it hid.
So
And
you're
it
saying
was
that.
bouncing and like looking over the wall to see me.
So you're
and it was-
saying a fox assessed you as a viable prey. So I could take her. I could fucking eat Harriet. I've eaten bigger cats.
What a way to go out, being eaten by a fox.
And I
What
was
happened to
desperately trying to
Harriet?
get in the house and I didn't have my
What?
keys.
How did Harriet die?
Police are working on the theory that it's because she smelled so much like rabbit.
I don't eat the rabbit. It's for cats, Pierre. It's rabbit for cats, please.
Oh God! There was the case of foxes going around biting babies in the face, wasn't there? for a bit?
There
Yeah.
was that. Yes.
My
Yeah,
friend
shame.
moved to Penge ages ago. He doesn't live there anymore.
Right.
But on the first day in his new house, he looked in the garden. There was just a whole cat leg, just like a cat.
Well,
That's the
that
cat
was
killer.
actually where the cat killer preyed around.
But it was like it hadn't been like it wasn't like in like a
A bag.
a Jack the Ripper way where they're like only a skilled surgeon could have removed this cat's leg with such deft strokes. Like it wasn't like
Do you
amazingly
reckon that was a
done.
fox then? That was a
Yeah,
fox
yeah.
ripping
That
a
fox
cat's
had
leg
just like
off.
ripped up a cat and the leg was there. But it was. He said it was like moving in. It was like a warning.
Yeah.
The cat's leg in the garden.
That's
Horrible.
bad luck, I think. Oh no, it's good luck. Actually, good luck. I think a cat foot. Wait, is that
It's
a
a
rabbit?
rabbit foot. A cat foot.
For cats.
Yeah.
Rabbit foot. Good luck. Cat foot. Bad luck.
Cat foot, bad
Dog
luck.
foot. Good luck.
Dog for good luck.
When it goes up, it goes
hoof.
alternates.
Horse
Elephant
hoof.
foot bin.
Good luck. Elephant
It's a
foot.
bin. They use them as bins, didn't they, back in the day?
Umbrella
Elephants.
stands.
Umbrella stands.
Fancy
yeah.
umbrella stands.
Oh, but I
very
mean,
sad.
what? That's very sad.
Big
Very
old foot.
wasteful because you could just lean your umbrella against the wall. You don't need to kill an elephant. That seems.
Where were you
unfair.
when they were doing it?
Yeah.
They could have heard. They could have heard from
Voice
you.
of reason.
Yeah. You could have stopped slavery
Yes,
with
I
a couple
could.
of
Maybe
sentences.
what would you
Yes.
what would you do if you found out the only meat that doesn't make your cat shit itself inside out is elephant? Because you used to be able to buy elephant meat.
Yeah, this is literally one of the problems I'm having at the moment because as I'm mainly vegan, but I'm
Mainly.
killing multiple rabbits a day for my cat.
So
How many
many.
rabbits a day?
Like
Not a lot
maybe
of
not
meat on a
multiple
rabbit.
a day, maybe not more than one. But it's
Okay.
2 pouches a day,
Right.
and then the box has 3 days worth. And so how many
Probably a
rabbits
rabbit
is
a
that?
day.
A rabbit a day.
Yeah, there's
I'd
not a
like
lot of meat
to-
on them.
Yeah, I mean, it feels expensive as well. Are you
It's
sure the cat won't just
expensive.
eat anything?
Well, she'll eat anything, but then she'll vomit. It's exhausting. And
That's
like
not
every
IBS.
morning,
No.
she's like,
IBS is out the ass.
Yeah,
Like
IBS is out the
She
ass.
has irritable stomach syndrome. She has ISS.
ISS.
well, what do I do about it?
Well, ask the vet.
The vets don't know. The vets don't know anything
cat
about
on
so
it.
science?
the cat doesn't even have IBS. You've made that up. The cat,
No,
the vet
she
didn't
has
say.
pancreatitis.
Oh, that's quite dangerous.
What?
Don't.
Pancreatitis, yeah.
Yeah, but she's better now because she's been eating rabbits.
Well, when humans get pancreatitis, they die.
Yeah.
What?
Or they can if it's not
What?
treated. It's very easily treatable.
Yes, she's much better now because we've been giving her rabbit. Oh my God, Sunil. Please.
Fucking-
So I don't know what I'd do. This is the thing because I think technically if you're going to be a vegan, you can't actually keep an animal because they won't eat vegetables.
No, they'll die.
They'll die.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
I'm bigger than anyone in my family because I'm the first generation to eat meat.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Just
they have all
have
the
an
excess
image of
energy.
you with
Yeah.
all this tiny family.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
family are tiny because
Like
they're
an elf.
vegetarians from northern India. They only eat vegetables.
Is it like the
Yeah.
film Elf when you go home?
Yeah,
You
they
sit
they
on
are
their
like.
lap and
My dad was 5'5" or 5'6".
Yeah.
My mum's like 5'1", 5'2".
wow,
Yeah.
you're a giant
Do they
I'm
do
fucking enormous
because
compared
you
to
ate
them, yeah.
meat.
yeah.
If I go to my hometown, like where my family are from in India, I'm the biggest man there.
Do they
The
fear
biggest
you?
man, but
They
not
fear
woman.
me. They fear me. Yeah. Well, also because protein sources in India are basically dairy and chickpea,
Yeah.
and you can't really eat that much dairy. You can eat like a load of cheese, I guess.
It's even like hard to eat that many chickpeas. Like
yeah. Oh,
you just-
impossible.
you just
It's
shit yourself.
Chickpea flour is like the best way to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I don't know how we got onto this, but I'm pretty fucking
It's,
sad.
I
it's
never
the reason why
knew
your
that.
cat's so big
Yeah,
because it eats meat.
your cat would be
Yeah.
bigger. Oh,
Your cat would be smaller
smaller if it
if
didn't
it,
have
ate,
me.
if it just ate peas. But it would also be dead.
She won't.
That's how
she
small
won't,
it would be. It would be dead.
She won't eat that, but it's very difficult. But I feel I can't interfere in that's her choice.
You're
it's her
interfering in the
choice.
circle of life.
Maybe it
then.
likes tofu.
I know,
Yeah.
but I said she doesn't.
Have you tried
She doesn't.
it?
She does like. She likes Marmite and she likes salty crisps.
No wonder your cat's sick. She just wants to eat a
What?
bag of salt.
Sorry, I just hearing. There's obviously some kind
There's
of.
a carnival happening
Carnival
outside. Just a
outside.
Yeah.
carnival.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Central
No.
London
Anyway, she's thank goodness she's much better. Thanks so much for caring, both of you. But
But
it
is she-
is difficult conundrum.
But is she really? But is she? So all the symptoms of her being ill are gone.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, before she
I
wasn't
was imagining
eating.
this absolute nightmare.
She was living
Was-
under the bed. She was losing weight. She was vomiting. She had
I think this could be like
diarrhea. She was very sick, and then she had pancreatitis.
Munchausen syndrome.
That's exactly what Bobby said. It's not Munchausen.
Fuck it.
I
No,
am
that
not
was a
putting
reaction.
my. That's not
Yeah,
what it is.
Munchausen
I am not
by proxy.
putting my my feelings onto the cat.
Oof,
She is
strong
sick.
reaction. Though.
Yes. Well.
yeah, interesting.
Very interesting. Strong reaction.
She likes Marmite and salty crisps and broken glass, and
She doesn't like. I
Wow.
don't give her broken. glass.
Normally we're supposed to ask our guest if there's anything they've been emotional over
Oh,
recently,
yeah.
but it may well be you this
It's
week.
not
Yeah.
me, and she doesn't eat broken
It very
glass.
much is you currently, though, isn't it? She doesn't eat broken glass.
Pierre, are you emotional?
not really.
Good lad.
I'm more leaning towards the Sunil side of
You're on the
things than
Sunil side.
Yeah.
Well, Well, she keeps finding sort of gaps in my. You keep finding ways that I'm more. I don't know.
We're making Sunil more emotional. Yeah,
More
we're
emotional
bringing
than
out
you
his
think.
emotional
But it's
side.
only, but then it's
Yeah.
stupid things where like I show her some vulnerability. She takes that and she turns it into a massive thing.
Yes, and that deeply incentivizes against.
Exactly.
Ever doing that
It
again.
very much is the worst
Makes
type of
me
therapy
really
you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you do the right thing, and then I'm gonna just go blah blah and show you.
Do you think I should be a therapist?
Oh God, no, no. But then that doesn't stop many therapists,
That's
does it?
true. That is true.
Yeah.
And
Maybe-
so, what do you get upset about? Any silly things, or do you just you're very measured? I think as a therapist,
As a
I think
qualified
before you say anything, Pierre, she would like to say something about who
as
you
a
are.
therapist for cats.
I think I know more as a therapist for cats. I think you're very practical. I think you're a very
Yeah.
practical person, and so you wouldn't get emotional like Sunil because you think there's no point.
What emotional like me?
No, like you're like Pierre. You
Oh, I
don't
see,
get
right,
emotional
right.
because you don't want to show vulnerability and you don't see the point in
Oh,
getting
you think
upset.
his is a good?
No, I
his
don't
is
think it's good, but I think that's what you both do.
Oh, you
yeah,
think?
I think
okay,
so.
fine.
But also, you can get emotional, but I think you just don't center it. like it's not the point of my day if I do, you know? Like
Yeah,
I don't think
You
about it
don't
a
make
lot.
a big thing about it and make everybody listen, and then you get upset.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
then,
well,
because you get
yeah.
upset because then they don't listen the right way. And you're like, no, you don't get the main point that I'm driving at from this
Yeah,
emotional thing. And they
Yeah.
go, well, I'm listening. And you go, yeah, but
Okay.
they're wrong. And then it all gets just a big disaster sometimes. And it's very tiring and I'm lazy.
This seems personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I used to get very annoyed. Like I used to like. There's a big difference. If, you know, sometimes you're like you're in your kitchen making your food, and it's your nice food that you've made, and you're looking
No, I
forward
don't
to
make
it.
very nice food, but I can imagine.
Okay, imagine some food that you would look forward to,
Okay, yeah.
like rabbit if
Pizza
you were
No,
Express.
I don't eat
Pizza
the rabbit.
Express.
Oh, Pizza Express has come. Yeah.
Okay, so Pizza Express is here.
Great.
It's in the box.
Lovely.
And you're
Yeah.
like, yes. And you've been thinking about it all day,
Yes.
and then it just you drop it, it slips out the
Oh,
box.
oh my God,
And it
the
just
amount of
plops.
times. Oh,
So
horrible. Yeah.
when I was younger, that would send me into a
tizzy.
fury.
Oh,
Oh, right.
fury.
At myself for being an idiot and dropping
Yes.
it, and then
Yeah, okay.
probably some fury at the box maker for not
Yeah.
making a me-proof box.
See, I would never jump
Yeah.
to the box. I would always blame myself. But that's interesting
I
that
would
then
say
you
it's
think it's not.
80-20.
It's partly the box's fault.
80 me, 20% the box in
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
And I go, fuck it. Whereas now it happens and I just go, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the pizza's on the floor. There's
Similarly, I'll be like, oh, I'll just throw more money at the problem. I'll get another pizza.
yeah.
It's good being an adult in that sense because you have
Exactly,
a few more
yeah.
options. for
See,
your anger.
When you're a
I-
kid, you just go, this is the
You're
end of
fine.
my life.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do any of those things. I'd say, Bobby, the pizza's on the floor. I don't know what to do. I've ruined the pizza.
It must be great being married, eh? It must be great.
Would you try giving some of it to the cat, perhaps?
Yeah.
Now that it's on the floor.
No, she can't have cheese. She's lactose intolerant.
She's not, though. She isn't.
She is actually.
She's lactose intolerant.
Yeah, she's
But
lactose
surely-
Cats
intolerant.
love milk.
They love it, but they shouldn't have it. You can't, just because you love it doesn't mean it's good for you. Remember what happened with all the chocolate cereal, the chocolate crunch.
That was oat milk.
Yeah, but it was very bad for you, and you kept eating it.
The chocolate cereal.
He was eating 2,000 calories a day of chocolate crunch because he didn't know it was
6,000 a week. It wasn't 2,000 a day. It was
Okay,
6,000
right.
a week, which is a lot.
So those, what cereal was this?
Triple chocolate crunch from Marks and
Right.
Spencer.
What, like a Marks and Spencer own brand cereal? That's like if I can't stop drinking Tesco cola. Like you get in a service station,
You'd
like
get
non-brand
people-
cola.
But this
if
stuff
people were
is.
near Marks and Spencer's, he'd get them to pick him up a box. It was like a
Scratching
proper
himself.
addiction.
It
Hey,
has,
man.
it has
Yeah.
chunks of chocolate in it.
and like not like cooking chocolate, like real
No,
deal.
Good. 3 types of it. Belgian.
Triple.
Three
Three
types of
types.
Belgian chunks of Belgian chocolate in it.
Jesus.
Dark milk and white.
Really?
And then the clusters are the granola clusters, which
Yeah.
are full of honey and
Bloody
sugar.
hell.
And then he'd put oat milk on
And
it,
then I
and
put
then
oat
we
milk
found
on
out
it.
oat milk.
Hey,
was
I don't
very
even like
fatty.
cereal, and even I get this.
Yeah. Oat
You
milk.
don't like cereal?
No.
Have you ever tried Frosties?
Yeah, but
You
not.
didn't like
Try
it?
another
Well,
one, Harriet. Try a different cereal. with it.
Shredded wheat.
Have you tried the worst cereal? Why shredded wheat?
I don't know. I was thinking of cereal.
You really went Ferrari to bicycle there.
Okay, now.
So what cereal do you like?
Well, I didn't grow up eating cereal because I always
What?
found it
What
weird.
did you have for breakfast then?
Just
as you were a
toast,
kid?
banana,
Okay,
whatever,
yeah.
just other things.
Yeah.
Because I always found it weird where it was like, okay, so there's a packet of dry things, and you know how
Yeah.
normally you drink milk, and now you're gonna pour it all over your food.
Yeah.
But then you have to eat
Yeah.
the dry things quickly because yes, they're wet, but they could also be too wet. But now pay attention.
Yeah.
And I just go, this is very. What am I?
Very stressful.
is
You'd
very
get
Build-A-Bear.
stressed. Yeah.
It's nonsense.
I don't know why this is. Where's the toast?
It was
I
that
eat toast.
it was that mad Kellogg lad, wasn't it, who came up with it?
Yeah, to stop
It's
people.
breakfast is a
Stop people
fucking-
jacking it.
Yeah. It's to stop people wanking.
Yeah.
Harriet.
That's why cornflakes were invented.
I heard that somewhere, but I don't.
There's a film about it.
It's to
What's the
stop
film?
people.
So.
They thought that you got more horny
Titanic?
if you ate nice food,
Yeah.
flavorful food. They were like, oh, all these like horny people are just like they're too decadent. Like eating
Why
nice
don't
things
we
is the
want
same
them to be
as
horny?
because it's immoral
It's
again. And
ungodly,
God
isn't
doesn't
it?
want them to keep banging
God wants them.
You should
to
only be horny to have children. You know.
with your married,
With your- yeah.
partner and under God, whatever.
Yes.
So they were like, stop jacking it. Eat these
Yeah.
plain.
And you refused to not be horny.
You
And
were
so
eating
I was the
toast
horniest
and
kid.
just jacking everywhere.
You
Toast,
just-
banana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the horniest foods. Bananas like a dick.
Yeah.
Toast is all lubed up with butter.
Melted.
Melted. Yeah, that's sexy. Melting butter is so sexy.
Have you ever tried President Butter?
Yes.
No,
It's a game changer.
Is mad. It's the best butter.
It's also very funny because in my, I'll admit this, in my head I read it as Président because it's French. But hearing you say President Butter sounds like a world leader.
Because that's what I've been doing at home.
President Butter.
Sunil's got a joke about President Butter.
The best joke I've ever done in my
He's
life.
bringing it up every
Whenever I open the fridge at home, if there's someone about, I open the fridge and I look around and I go, please, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to President Butter. There you go.
So do this every episode.
I've done it every episode.
Start playing Hail to the Chief.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The entrance music, the official entrance music for the US president.
Oh, right.
The one that goes
Yes, that would be nice.
Sounds like the name of it makes it sound like a heavy metal.
Hail to the Chief.
Hail to the Chief.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'll play that tonight when I get home.
For the president.
For my housemates.
President's Day.
Oh, yeah, President's Day. You can celebrate with President Butter.
Look up any holiday on Wikipedia named after presidents, and you can really annoy your housemates because it'll be like, it's Guyanese President's Day. Or I bet you there's one a month.
When's President Butter's Day?
It's every day. Hire me if you're looking to do an advert for President Butter.
Yeah. You should salute it. You should salute the president.
That's not a good salute. No,
Like,
you have to panic.
As you take it out, Mr. President. Yeah. Real respect.
I'll be bursting out of a birthday cake.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe style.
Covered in butter, with my top off, just covered in butter.
See, butter's a sexy food.
Sunil always wants to get his top off. He keeps talking about it.
No?
It's relaxing. It's relaxing to...
We did it. No, why?
It's because he eats such decadent cereal.
That's what it is.
horny.
It's too
I
horny.
don't actually eat breakfast. I only have those cereals as a treat.
Yes, that's the other thing about cereal that I found interesting is that the whole breakfast food thing seemed to be almost a sort of lie.
Yeah. It's I think someone was telling me about why Italians don't have cappuccino after 11.
Why?
Yeah.
Because it's nothing to do with like having too much caffeine in your system, because they have espresso all day.
Yeah.
It's because they think, or quite rightly, I think, you can't really process lactose too late in the day.
Yes,
Yeah.
or at all if you're lactose intolerant.
Italians refuse to fart in bed. And so cappuccino is not just lactose, it's made of froth.
Yeah.
They've thought, no, that froth's coming out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, only at 11.
Up to
Sorry,
11.
so you said up till 11.
Cappuccino you should never order after 11.
Yeah.
Or latte. Or
But
They'll
what
they'll
time
look at
can
you
it
like you're
start
an
again?
idiot.
What if you wake up at 11 p.m. and you're doing a night shift? Then can you have a cappuccino in Italy?
I guess you found the loophole.
You have to,
Fair play
you
to
have to have a nighttime cappuccino.
You've
got to go
which is black. And
Oh.
it's all spooky looking.
Or if you go to McDonald's in Italy, they'll serve all the time.
McDonald's will.
They just want money. They don't care.
Okay.
They're not down with.
They're selling burgers. It'd be odd if they decided, actually, with the coffee, we're going to maintain the Italian gourmet thing. Obviously, we'll sell you this sweaty burger, but we're not going to sell you a cappuccino. We're not monsters here at McDonald's.
McDonald's breakfast, though, big fan.
Not good for vegans.
No. What breakfasts are available for vegans, really?
Well, the problem is I have a lot of them have big tomatoes in, and I'm a bit scared of big tomatoes, so I can't have.
You're not scared. You're allergic. You're deathly allergic.
No, actually, I'm not, because they cook the tomatoes, and I just don't like the look of them.
Yeah.
And they always put them in a croissant.
Yes, they do.
Who do?
Yeah.
Predator, they're in a sandwich. They just put the big tomatoes in it.
I think it's because they always just go, oh, well, look, it can't have nothing else in.
Yeah.
Add a tomato.
I want it plain.
You can get plain croissants.
Yeah, plain croissants.
But you actually can't have
But
a
they're not
croissant because
vegan,
they've got butter in. Yeah.
Oh, you
so
can't have. Oh, you won't
they
have
don't
anything.
have butter in. Yeah, they've got butter in.
All croissants are made of. They're basically made of butter.
You can make them at home from those rolls. You know,
No,
the
thank you.
juicer roll. Do you know what I mean?
Just
What's
roll.
it called? Is that what it's called?
Juicer roll.
What's it called? I thought it was called juicer roll.
Juicer roll.
Maybe I got the
Just
French
roll.
one. I think I got the French
No, you
one.
didn't. It's called just roll.
Did. No, it says
J-U-S
J-U-S A-U roll. I think I got the French one.
Juicer roll.
Yeah.
Juicer
I got
roll.
the French. I got the French one.
Just roll is a trademark, isn't it? That's like the actual. It's a brand name of.
Yes, but this isn't the
But
French one.
why don't those have butter in?
I
they must
don't
do.
know.
It's pastry.
No, but okay, maybe
You've been eating butter this whole time.
I know it was maybe it wasn't. It didn't. Anybody that knows help.
It wasn't. It didn't.
No, it didn't. It was a special vegan one, and then you put them in that you roll them out and you put them on the
Yeah,
the
How long have
plate.
you been vegan for?
Well, it's I've been vegetarian since I was 8, and then I'm mainly vegan now, like 97% of the time. Sometimes it's too difficult. If you go to someone's house, I feel too bad to be like, it can't contain nuts or raw fruit or raw vegetables, and it has to be vegan, and I can't have tomatoes.
What did your... Because you're allergic to all nuts, raw fruit, and raw vegetables.
Yes.
So when you were 8 and you're like, I want to be a vegetarian, where your parents are like, do you want to die?
Well, they didn't
You're
know
picking the
then.
one type of diet. If you said, I only want to eat meat, that would be the safest possible diet. We'd love that. That would be really safe.
The carnivore diet, you're made for that. Just having a steak every day.
I know. I just, what can I say? I'm punishing myself.
Twitch stream where you eat a steak.
No way. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
A rare steak.
No, it's not
bleeding.
for me. It's not for me.
Okay.
How much would someone have to pay you to ever eat a steak? What's the minimum? $1,000?
No, more than that.
Really?
More than £1,000.
No,
way
less than
Yeah.
100 quid. I'll do 100.
No,
$2,000.
No.
Because I'll do a really horrible gig for $1,000. I'll suffer for $1,000.
Would you? But what's your equivalent? I wouldn't do it. I couldn't. For not like £1 million, maybe I'd do it.
Okay, we'll find it.
Okay.
You would do it for less?
No.
For a house?
What's my equivalent?
Yeah, maybe for a house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
we
house.
would look like a house. Yeah. Maybe for
a house of my choosing.
What would you choose?
Like a hut somewhere. Actually, it'd be nice. I'd like a hut.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You made
I'd like
yourself
a
look
little
stupid.
hut somewhere. If you can take note of that for my next birthday.
Yeah.
Well, big one coming up.
Big one coming up, yeah.
Yeah?
Big birthday coming up.
Big birthday coming up.
He's been really grumpy about it. Have you noticed that Snell's been grumpy at all?
No.
Okay.
So
About
the
his
other way, we
birthday?
had
He
a
has
lovely
been.
time.
On our birthday WhatsApp group chat we chat, it's been nothing but cheerful.
Okay, so the conclusion is that Pierre isn't very emotional.
No, I don't really. I get stressed,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that qualifies as what we're talking about.
I think
Do you
maybe.
get, do you get grumpy if you're stressed?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
You are the
So
same. That's
Harriet's
like
accusing
Snell.
me of being grumpy over the last few weeks, and I think
I had an intervention because he was grumpy, but then he didn't. He didn't go along with it.
Yeah, I'm better.
yeah.
I'm better at being grumpy when I'm stressed now because my last girlfriend really hated grumpiness,
Right.
and so I just learned to
Bury
completely process it internally.
yeah.
It was like
Bury it deep down.
yeah, it was like Brexit. It's like, well, we'll have to
Yeah,
just
fine.
learn to manufacture this ourselves in this country, or something like. No, we can't rely on.
This is the worrying
We
thing.
can't put that on people.
But that's the worrying thing. That's why it makes me sometimes think that Harriet's doing it right, because she just chucks it out there.
Gets it done.
Thank
Outsourcing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't outsource. We're paying.
don't-
We're
Well,
paying
you
over
said
the
you were
odds.
We're
internal,
for the
domestic
didn't you?
market.
Yes. So would you be fake cheerful? So you'd pretend everything was fine when actually you were so grumpy and
No,
you just
I-
wanted to be grumpy.
Well, no, because the grumpiness is like the symptom of the stress, I guess.
Yeah.
So I could be like, oh, I'm stressed, but I wouldn't be like going, ugh, at my laptop.
Yeah.
That's the difference, like expressing the grumpiness, maybe.
You can get your grumpiness out onto a to-do list sometimes.
Yes, that's true.
And then just get it out of your head.
How mentally healthy are you that you can
get
get
it out
out
of your
feelings
head,
onto a to-do
Write
list?
it down. Then
For
you're like, oh, these are
God's
things I have to
sake.
do. That's why I'm grumpy, because I've got so much to do.
I just kill rabbits and sell them to people with.
There's a big
I,
markup on it. So
I
yeah.
rip cats' legs off
Yeah.
and chuck them in people's
in the
gardens.
South London area.
Only South London.
I line all the
Never on
rabbits
my
up
own.
for delivery to your house and I just.
Yeah, this is what I
Snap
think.
their
I
necks.
think you're. I think.
I run
think-
cat fights in Wimbledon.
Puss Wars?
Yeah, Puss Wars.
Yeah, Puss Wars.
Twitch.
Okay, this is
something I do for
ridiculous.
You'd have to stream it from international waters.
A dinghy 30 miles off the coast.
Yeah, live from Rockall in the North Atlantic. It's Puss Wars with your hosts. You were like, "What's he? Is he still doing comedy?" Like, not really.
I'd be like
I don't think
that,
it's comedy.
I'd
Is
be
it like
that.
Robot Wars?
Yeah, but it'd be
Yeah.
like that. You know, Michael Vick, that NFL player.
No.
Yeah, the dog fighter.
Terrible.
Horrible,
What,
man.
he was fighting dogs?
Yeah, not
He was-
himself.
He was running a
He
dog
wouldn't do his own.
fighting
He
ring.
wouldn't, he wouldn't do his own dirty work. He wouldn't pick on someone not his own size.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
hired other dogs to
Yeah.
fight other dogs.
So that's how dog
He was-
fights work. They get dogs to fight other dogs.
Yeah. Were you imagining it as a man with a man with boxing gloves
Kangaroo boxing.
trying to get a dog?
What were you?
I never really thought about it. I think I assumed
What did you think
they
cockfighting
fought
was?
the dogs. What are you fighting?
Are you serious?
Yes, I don't know. I never really thought about it.
You thought a guy was like ding ding and in little shorts with gloves,
Poor old Pierre pushed out
Pecking
into a
at
ring, kick a fucking golden retriever.
like a gladiator. The gates come up and a dog walks out instead of a lion.
Just wagging its tail,
Yeah.
sniffing around,
Hello,
and then you have to run towards it, kick the shit
Just
out.
punch it in the head.
No, it's dogs fighting each other.
Yeah.
Where do you get the dogs?
Well,
Just people's
so they're
dogs?
bred for fighting. So they're really aggressive.
You only see those really like angry looking dogs with like big shoulder muscles and no ears.
Yeah, they're fighting.
That's a fighting dog.
So like staffies and that. Well, they're
Super
sort of like-
illegal.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they shouldn't make them do that.
I agree.
You should have said that when. Yeah, you should have said
It's
that.
a bit late now though.
Yeah, it's already started now.
Yeah. That's what
What do you want me to do? What shall I do? I don't know how to stop it.
Oh, I don't know.
we're going to put this on you.
Yeah,
We're going to outsource our anxiety about dog fighting as an industry onto
oh my
you.
God.
You got a sad story for us?
Yeah, I
or-
do have a sad story for
She's
you.
going to make us feel sad with this.
Okay.
So this is to try and make you guys feel something.
Okay.
So
All right.
this is called How an 8-Year-Old's Bad Luck Turned into 2 Acts of Kindness in the Rain.
That's specific.
I don't know.
The rain better be relevant.
Okay.
I'm telling you now. Yeah.
I am 80 years old, a heart
Who's saying
patient,
this?
I am.
and a
Wait,
diabetic.
hang on. Is this a diary
in the
entry?
first person.
Is this a diary
Immediately.
entry?
I shuffle
She doesn't
along.
answer questions while she's reading it. She just keeps going.
reading.
It's
All right,
it's
I'll
just
listen.
insane. I don't know
I
how.
am 80 years old, a heart patient, and a diabetic. I shuffle along. I had no business going to Target yesterday for a luxury item.
Oh, it's American.
No business at all.
A luxury
but my
item.
favourite coffee additive is hard to find. All my usual sources, Kroger, Walmart, Walgreens, were out, as is often the case. So I went to the nearby
Coffee
Target.
additive.
It was crowded. Half the customers didn't have masks, which is very irresponsible.
Right.
It was no place for the most vulnerable, but I decided I could be very careful. And they had my Starbucks coffee frappuccino. Aha.
What?
What kind of 80-year-old diabetic is
He's looking for a Starbucks strawberry.
Four cartons and 4 bottles each, and got out the door without anyone sneezing on me, nor did I hug anyone. But
Nor
this
did I
is
hug
where-
anyone. Is
Got
that a big
COVID.
deal?
What happened? What?
I went to the supermarket, didn't hug anyone.
This is
Not to
where
boast.
this is where it comes the crux. But bad omen, it had started to rain. As I
Oh.
tried to load my truck, one
Truck?
carton.
Truck. Yeah.
She's got a fucking truck.
Yeah.
80 years old and shuffles
What?
everywhere, she said.
I think it might be a man.
I'm assuming it's a woman. I don't know why.
I'm assuming it's a man.
'cause it's the sweet
one
drinks.
carton soaked with water came apart. Who knew?
Got a fucking
4
carton
big
of this
bottles
stuff.
hit the pavement stiffly and slowly.
What?
I lowered myself to the wet lot to retrieve them, swearing
This
as I
reads
went.
like an erotic letter written to a porn mag in the
Yeah.
late 90s.
But just then, a young man slowed his car to ask whether the old poop on the ground was okay.
Sorry, say that again.
To ask whether this old poop on the ground was okay. I
Right.
think
What
he's
old
calling
poop?
himself an old poop.
Yeah.
Is he
There
on the
wasn't-
ground now?
there
He's on the
wasn't
ground.
He's
poop
scrambling
on
up
the ground.
for
Yeah.
coffee granules.
Yeah,
on
I
the floor.
thought there was
Okay.
poop on the ground, but he's the poop.
He is the
My
poop.
mood brightened immediately. What a nice guy to stop in the drizzle to check on a stranger. As he drove away, I turned back to my
Drizzle.
bottles. I had only 3. One had rolled out of sight. I resumed swearing. How does a square bottle roll? I was...
It's a good question.
Did you paused there of all the points in this story? You paused there. Yeah, okay, right,
You
right.
said poised.
I know.
I was,
Shut up, Elliot.
I was tempted to leave it, but I didn't want to risk giving someone else a flat tire. That's what happened when I accelerated over the bottle, so that's kind.
Right.
I tried fishing it out with a pole, but couldn't manage. Where'd you get the pole
You
from?
accelerated
Just-
over a bottle.
I told
Did you
about
mistake a
that
bottle
when
for a corner?
Why'd you go
You have to
fast?
accelerate
Yeah.
through.
No, because Bobby said, watch out, there's a bottle. And
So
so,
you
I,
put your foot
I
down.
accelerated
You went-
over it because I was in a bad mood, but then we had to get the tyre changed because
Ah,
I
someone's
broke
grumpy.
the tyre.
That's what you do. when
Oh,
you're
no, I
grumpy,
lost the
That's the
article.
problem with externalizing your emotions. Is that you burst your car tire instead
Take it out
of a
another-
blood vessel
yeah.
in your mind.
Just then, a second good
Why don't
guy
you die of a stroke
stopped.
like the rest of it? Go on.
Thank you. No, it's just a bottle. But before I could stop him, he dropped to his bare knees on the wet pavement and reached straight for the bottle and handed it to me. I couldn't believe it. Bad luck, like something out of a slapstick comedy, followed by 2 acts of kindness in the rain. And thanks to the pandemic, I couldn't even shake hands. Charles Bush.
Sorry, hang on. No.
Yeah, I'll
Who's
let you
Charles
do this.
Bush and where did you find this?
This was online. It's a
Online.
story.
Online.
This was online.
That's very funny.
That's very okay. Yeah, go ahead.
This was a story.
Can I see it?
of
Line.com.
how somebody was helped by
Can I
a
see it,
stranger.
please? Can I see the website?
Yes, and he was sad, and then they made him feel better. So does that make you feel anything? Does that make you feel anything?
Not really.
Makes you feel? Does you want to put any of your emotions?
It's a
onto
letter
it?
to the Louisville Courier Journal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your example, right,
yes.
to try and get emotions out of people this
Yes.
week is a boring letter to a
wasn't
local
boring.
paper from an
It
old
was-
man.
About a man who dropped some fucking
I've
coffee.
only got 5 free articles left on the Courier Journal.
So
of the
subscribe now?
Louisville. No,
So-
I don't
so
want
hang
to
on.
subscribe.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
So hang on.
Yes.
This big, the heartwarming story is just a guy going, I dropped something and then someone picked it up for me.
Yeah.
In the rain.
In the rain.
rain.
It was
Or
raining.
Drizzle.
And his knees were bare.
He's wearing shorts in the rain, was he?
Yeah, old man.
The word
wearing
drizzle
shorts.
was thrown around a lot in that letter.
God.
Drizzle's not rain.
I didn't think much of that story.
No.
I feel like I'm being ganged up on. We found another Sunil. There's not many of them.
But it's the
but
kind
we
of
found
basic
another
politeness
one.
that you wouldn't like. If I saw that happening live, I wouldn't go, oh my.
Start weeping.
I wouldn't
Fucking
like,
weeping.
I have to call
The
the
diabetic
police.
man
The news.
shuffling along in his truck.
That old poop has been helped picking up a jar of coffee that he should not be having. He's 80.
Okay, well,
He's diabetic as well. What's he doing with that
got a
sugary
heart-
syrup
And
stuff?
he's got like a heart patient.
we can't judge his choices. He was wearing a mask, which is
If he was
an
a cat,
important
he probably has
lesson.
to.
If
otherwise
he was a cat, you wouldn't let him have that. You'd be desperately searching for what that old poop really needed. Not a big dish of coffee.
Insulin.
Insulin.
Insulin, probably.
Okay, well,
There's old poop. I can't believe a man would hand me a thing I've dropped. I've got to write a letter about this.
anyway, well, I thought
Another
it was
stunning failure for you.
I thought it was very emotional.
I thought it was going to be like
Don't
someone
we
tried to
all?
kidnap my grandson and they were rescued, or I don't
I
know.
can find one of those stories.
No, don't. Harriet.
I think we've reached the end of the episode.
How easily emotioned are you? Like if I just found some. Did you read that?
Did you find that?
Openly
I
weep.
thought it was sad. I didn't weep
Sad?
openly, but I
Why
thought
is
it
it
was
sad?
sad because he's an old man, he's lonely, and it's raining.
You don't know if he's lonely.
say he was lonely.
He's just getting some coffee.
I thought
just
he
said he's
might
a
be
poop.
lonely.
It's all you imagining that people are in a
He's
bad
lonely.
way.
No one's talking to him, and then he dropped his thing. He's on his bare knees.
He
No,
think
the
it
other
was
guy's on his
quite-
bare knees.
he fucked off.
You've projected onto this old man. For you know, this old man owns the newspaper.
I don't know how to use the rest of my 5 articles.
He could have.
Don't use the rest of your 5 articles.
I'm
Might be
sure
more
there are
gold
sad
there.
letters. I'm sure there are sad letters in other publications in the
Okay,
Louisville,
this
Kentucky
is the
Journal.
end of the episode. We come and join us on Patreon. We've got an extra episode every week, every other week, so that you can have an episode a week if you join us on Patreon with extra content. We did a Q&A. It's fun. Come and join us.
And Pierre, the Bud Pod.
The Bud Pod. I do a podcast with Phil Wang called Bud Pod. So
Go listen to
Listen
that.
to that.
Subscribe.
You can find that
etc.
anywhere.
you can find that anywhere.
And you're on Twitch.
And I'm on Twitch. And that's kind of it, really, isn't
How do you
it?
find people on Twitch? You just type in your name, or is there an
Type
at?
it in.
Or is there
You
like
have to
a
find them in the game. You have
You
to go
go into
go
every
into the
game and find
then
them playing it.
them.
Yeah.
It's like in those crappy movies from the 90s where they go in a computer.
Yeah. Tron.
It's like Tron. It's like Tron. You have to do all kinds of
That
challenges and lasers, and then I'm in the core in a big chair.
Great.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
yeah,
But
lovely.
so join us on Patreon and recommend us to your friends. And thanks so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye bye.